how I'm firing. I'm strong. I'm strong. I'm strong. Strong.
All right, guys, we're back. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy CMB checking in. And guys, I want to talk about this situation with Jaron Ennis and the being off code situation. You guys know Jaron Ennis has been sparring with Canelo Alvarez, helping Canelo Alvarez for his upcoming fight with Terence Crawford. And this situation, it's a touchy situation, especially in the African American community. And I think what I'm going to say here, I think it's a teachable moment, not only for my community, but I would say for the Mexican boxing community as well. If you're mature. If you're not mature, this is probably not the video for you. But let me say this. It's very understandable why my community would feel some type of way about Jaron Ennis helping Canelo Alvarez. And the reason I say that is because the African American community has been plagued for so long with African Americans not staying on code. We've always had this problem of divide and conquer, even going back to slavery. You had the house slaves and the field slaves and the slaves that wanted to run away, and the ones that didn't want to run away and they wanted to tell the master that these guys are running away. It's always been that issue in our community, even up till today. So that's deep rooted in African American culture. So when they see that Jaron Ennis is helping Canelo Alvarez, then they're going to kind of see it as betrayal. I do understand that. I understand that wholeheartedly. Now, here's the thing. The Mexican community doesn't really have those issues per se. 9 times out of 10, they're going to stay on code. And here's my gripe. I would say that I find it disingenuous when the Mexican community says, what's the big deal with Jaron Ennis sparring Canelo Alvarez, helping Canelo Alvarez for his upcoming fight. Now, I do get the fact that, these different ethnicities probably do spar that we don't know anything about, but these two guys are well known. But like I said, I find it disingenuous because you guys would not stand for that if it was the shoe was on the other foot. If it was, let's say, Jaron Ennis, he had a fight, upcoming fight with Virgil Ortiz, and Canelo Alvarez said, hey, let me, spar with you, help you prepare for Virgil Ortiz. That's not going to sit well with you guys. And I don't expect it to. So it is disingenuous when you say that, it's no big deal for our community. It should be a mutual respect. That's what I'm saying here. Sure, we can disagree. Sure, we can be, competitive with each other, which we are. We're sort of like, the same type of people. We're very competitive. But I think, we can be competitive without being so toxic. There should be a mutual respect between our communities. We're very similar. And I do visit Mexico a lot. I got a lot of Mexican friends. So I know how, we are. I know we're kind of the same. So I do, like I said, I understand why my brothers would think that. But just because they think that way doesn't mean that, they have something against you. Now, I know that's not a popular thing in this space. It's all about, blacks versus Mexicans, Mexicans versus blacks. But in all honesty, guys, it should be the spirit of competition, not, racism and tribalism. We could make things different in this space if we could be more mature about things. That's all I'm saying. But I do understand why my community would feel some type of way because of the issues that we're plagued with. And it has nothing to do with, not liking, the Mexican community. There's a lot of great people in the Mexican community. But let us police our own. Let us handle our house and our business and get things in order. Now, at the same time, Jaron Ennis is a grown man. He can make his own decisions. He can spar who he wants to. Like I said, he can do what he wants, but he does have to expect that he will, his actions have consequences when it comes to his fan base and his community. If he makes some types of moves that we deem to be on the shaky side, people are going to speak out about it. So that's all I want to say about that. I'm just saying, maybe we can get to the point where we can respect one another. I don't know. What do you guys think? But anyway, that's all I wanted to say about that. You guys let me know how you feel about it in the comment section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.